Ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Ah, it even captured the claps this time. You see?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. You know, our first recording, we had so much content to talk about. Now it's just we're.
Yeah, am I in the shot?
Yeah, you're totally in the shot, dude. Right. It's just a preview.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be seen. Don't worry. It's okay.
Just want to make sure I'm seen. All I wanted was a
you're
chance
totally
to be
seen. You know, you're here. We see you. It's
all
okay.
Right.
You're safe.
All right, we got to run it back, dude. You work Quantum, right? You work Quantum on the weekends.
Okay, so in our previous recording before this shit show that's happening right now, yeah. Welcome, guys. To the Unga Bunga
welcome to episode 1.
Well,
you want to just clap again and do the intro?
No, why? Why should we clap again?
All right, you're right.
Yeah, you know, because it's like, what? Are we trying to get an audience member to go like, yeah, woo! All right.
Nah,
you guys are talking shit over here.
No, it just feels bad because we just burned like half an hour worth of.
Oh my god, that's totally fine, man. That's totally okay. Right. You know, we can still circle back, but yeah. So yeah, I do work now. I do work at a club now.
Yeah.
I'm apprenticing actually at Quantum. So I'm learning like how to run the lighting system and such and sound there. So it's a really cool experience. You know, I get to meet a lot of artists and a lot of I get to get a lot of work done and such. I think personally, like I'm gonna really increase my skill set from what I originally had, which I'm excited about. Plus, like, you know, I get to see how a club kind of like operates and like understand what goes into it. You know, it's gonna be a cool experience. It's fun.
Word.
Yeah. So anything new with you?
Well, aside from the other podcast, I started going back to my sword classes like diligently.
Oh man, that's pretty fucking cool. So like, did you guys do anything crazy there?
No, I just brushed up on my forms. You know, we call them kata. We call them kata.
Kata. Very close.
Yeah, no, I brushed up on some kata. I did some.
Is there a form called kata and then mean?
No. No.
So like it's called ketamine?
No.
Oh man,
you like that?
Like that's such very wookish shit. You know, you're trained in the martial arts of wookery. You know, This is the ketamine style.
The ketamine style.
Yeah.
Tiger ketamine.
This is the liquid stranger technique. You know. Kind of like stupid ass fucking wook shit that they would be talking about or whatever.
Well, while we were recording last time, what were we talking about? Getting canceled?
No. Okay, you were saying how it started off where it's just like we were talking about people having racial tendencies, and like some people would say like, oh, but I'm colorblind and all this other bullshit, and it's just like, but yo, being colorblind is worse than saying something like innocuous, you know, that's not even racist at all, but kind of like still fringes on that topic, you know. It's kind of like backhanded racism, really.
Backhanded racism.
You don't fully see it, what's in the palm of their hands, you know.
True.
But yeah, bro, getting canceled. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like I've ever done anything to get canceled over. At least if I said something, people to like explain to me why it's wrong. You know, we live and we learn.
Yeah.
You know.
See, I never got canceled. I just got my Facebook account just got canceled.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were telling your story.
No, I already told it. I'm not gonna fucking tell it again.
No, but just
too bad. You guys fucking missed it.
Give us the cliff notes, bro.
I made a stupid post in a Facebook group saying we should plan and execute a domestic terrorist attack on Burning Man Festival. And like the feds came to my house, asked me questions about it. I lost my account, had to make a new one, start from scratch. I had to explain to the FBI agents, specifically the one guy, Agent Nathan Tassel.
Oh yeah. He's like, you know, I just imagine the guy's just sitting there on the phone call while he's talking to you. He's just like doing nipple tassel like movements like this with his chest. It's like a new workout. He's like, yeah. So your name is Christopher M.
Yeah, I like how you asked,
you know?
like, how did you know his name? And I was like, because he gave me his card. I asked for his card. First I said like, yeah. I didn't even say like, can I see your badge? I said, do you have a card? Like, can I see a card or something, like a business card? Because like, you know, I mean, I tried to be cool. I tried to be chill. I tried to be knowledgeable. You don't ask for their badge. You got to ask for their card.
What? Why not ask for their badge?
I don't know. I feel like a card is more official. You know, it's like
What the fuck are you talking about? Anybody can make a card. Go on Vistaprint. You could create a business card in seconds.
no. I get that. I'm saying like in a sense where the information that a business card would portray. First of all, like any detective, any fucking kind of like any cop, even the cop detectives, they all have business cards. Like they'll be like, oh, if you think of something, just call me, ma'am. This is my direct line. They don't just say call 911 to reach detective. To me, the detective, some Italian Irish guy, fucking garbage people.
Marino or fucking O'Connell.
No,
or something
honestly,
like that.
another overlooked cop stereotype is the Polish cop, like Potowski or Swazalski or
Oh my God.
yeah. Wazowski.
Mikey Kauki.
Mikey Cocky.
Mikey Cocky.
Maki Cock.
Mikey Cock, yeah. Kazuskio or something like that. Or Kazuko. Some shit like that. But yeah, I've always found that funny, And now you got Russian background detectives now in the force, which is so funny because the Russians were always against any sort of police forcing.
What do you mean? Why?
Policing. Bro, are you fucking kidding me? Do you know why Russian people are don't really like cops? Their own cops are so fucking corrupt. Like, how are you gonna trust other cops? Why, you think America's any better?
I was thinking more in the lines of if I was the Russian government and I wanted spies, I'll just tell them to become cops, because it's such a good position to be in for a spy.
Okay, but you could also do that here as well. That
that's what I'm saying. Like you take a kid in Russia and you're like, you're gonna be a spy for us, and then you're gonna live in America. You're gonna grow up there.
This sounds like the Soviet version of The Departed.
Dude, this sounds like this sounds like what every fucking country probably does. Like on some level, there's probably so many spies, especially China. You know how many industrial Chinese spying goes on? Like how much industrial Chinese spying goes on?
I'm not surprised. I'm totally not surprised at all by that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, my dad said, he was like, yo, the way the Chinese do it, they'll copy everything, but they'll get 98% of it right. But that 2% of it does count for something. Like we're talking about fighter jets and tanks, they'll copy it down to the 98th percentile, but then that 2% though, it does count for a lot over time.
Yeah.
Like the Chinese AKs compared to the Russian made AKs,
Well, I mean, yeah, they're using cheaper materials and shit, but even the design is flawless if you think about it. The only thing that fucks up is that the Chinese ones jam a lot quicker than the Russian ones do.
Yeah. I think the super duper cheap Chinese
By the
ones.
way, the reason we know this is because we watch documentaries and shit on this. It's not like we're actively going out there and shooting them.
Dude, no one's gonna fucking think we're radicals, man, just because we talk about some guns. Those, by that standard,
radical, bro.
By that standard, those fucking rednecks are 100% militia extremists in comparison to. I'm not saying they are, but
of course, yeah. Of course.
I would move down south, man, and get some fucking guns, throw some raves, southern dirty raves.
Oh yeah, just have them before a trap breakdown. Everybody just goes and then they shoot up in the air when the drop comes in. It's like.
Nah, I think they're chiller. I think they're really into trap and lean and shit like that, and they're just into fucking ketamine and shit and zoning out.
That's almost anywhere, bro. that's just the culture thing.
I wouldn't
now.
say that. I mean, in more metropolitan areas, you have more drugs uppers, and then you also have more queers. Going to those parties,
designer drugs and shit. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so you got more of that shit. You got more affluent, rich people, concentrated in metropolitan urban environments, and their parties are more upper kind of. Whereas down south, there's just so much space and shit. So I feel like it would. If I was down there, I'd probably be fucking getting benzoed out, just listening to dubstep.
I don't know, man. I'm not one of those. I'm just one of those I need to feel active. Kind of dudes,
I'm just when in Rome, man, whatever the vibe is, you just gotta follow, the vibe.
But that's different. Well, you would act differently if you were in Rome too.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're kind of just yo, in Rome, there's you get a spicy meatball over there,
Yes, sir.
This is you ever see that stereotype actually happen in New York?
What?
Where like the Italian actually
fucking
talks
wop
Italian. Like they're just like, hey, I'm a talking to you, you know.
Yeah.
Like I've never heard that shit ever in my entire life. Any Italian that I've met in Brooklyn, like they you hear the awe of their talking. Like, but
yeah, it's like New York though.
But that's what I was saying. I'm like, yeah, like I've never met like an authentic Italian. I was just like, about, you know, that's talking like an actual European Italian rather than like an American
I've definitely
Italian.
seen my fair share of those because I live in Staten Island. You know, it's like,
well, of course, yeah. You know, and you also got your Irish out there too.
Yeah, that Staten Island accent.
My God, Staten Island. You know,
It's not that bad. So, I mean, I know people
for a
give
place
it a lot of
that's
shit.
literally built on garbage. It's actually quite decent.
It is the world's biggest dump, or at least it was at one point.
It was at one point until they made it livable.
Well,
But
now
that's why I think people from Staten Island. That's not to discredit anyone that lives there. Just like there's some key characters from there that kind of like grew up fucking weird, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like dudes are exposed to a very unique environment out there.
You think so?
Oh, 100%. You know, well, Brooklyn, but see, that's like the thing. In Brooklyn, it's like a staple, you know?
Yeah.
Well, what is Staten Island? Staten Island is just like, you don't really know what's really going on out there unless you like make a movie about it or whatever.
I know what's
like
going
fucking
on out
Pete
there,
Davidson.
dude.
I know you know. I'm talking about an outside perspective.
I mean, I could tell you, like, if you just ask me, I could tell you all about Staten Island. There's really not much to tell, to be honest.
Is it like Pete Davidson portrayed in The King of Staten Island? Fucking Petey boy. You know, he's such a big flex.
You know what? No. All right, so you asked me if that movie really reflects on Staten Island in a realistic way. I would say kinda to a point. Like that part at the end, you know, with the whole like robbing and the shooting, like that's bullshit. That doesn't fucking happen. And like every time shooting did go down in Staten Island, it would always be like mad quick, you know. It wouldn't be like extended shootouts like that you'd see in fucking that movie or in fucking Chicago or something. Like, I mean, the worst thing that I could in recent memory that I knew that happened in Staten Island was actually I used to work with /for this guy named Joe Kahn. And he was a guy with he was like this black guy, a stocky black guy, kind of looked like 50 Cent. He was a rapper. I met him through the cash advance industry, and he had like 2 scars on his cheek, like going down like that. Basically, they were $150s. That's what you give to snitches or some shit. I don't really know the minutia of gangsta culture, but something like that. It was something along those lines. So what happened was his brother ended up killing cops, killing detectives, killing like...
Holy shit, bro.
Yeah, because what happened was he was supposed to be selling drugs or guns. It was either one of them or both of them. And fucking... he ended up selling to undercover cops. Like they were working on a sting operation, right? Mm-hmm. So he got. And when they revealed themselves to be cops... Joe Kahn's brother pulls out a gun and then he murders them execution style. Yo, dude, he was given life in prison, you know?
Holy shit.
And the other one, he went to prison. His brother, the guy I knew, served time just because like he knew him, just because he was close to him. And
that's so fucked, man.
That's what happens when you kill a cop, dude. You don't fucking do it. Like,
yeah, you don't. They go after everyone.
Yeah, they're like the biggest gang. They'll go after you.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's kind of just like, you know, we're shifting tones here now, man. This was supposed to be like about the rave scene. Now we're just talking about fucking people getting killed.
Dude, you telling me people don't fucking get killed in the rave scene?
Oh no, they totally do.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure, but it's just I didn't think we were gonna get this serious right now. You know.
I don't really take it that serious. It's not like it happened to me. Like it's not like it happened really to anyone else.
I know. Anyways, moving on. So what? So yo, listen. Let's move on to a different topic because right now I just feel like we went very dark and very moody.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I didn't know you can't hang.
Wait, I can't hang. I can totally hang. It's just that I feel like we need to just bring it back. So what? Yo, have you been listening to anything new lately?
What have I been listening to? Let's see. Honestly, Dude, you know how like last time we talked about this, I was like, I've been listening to a lot of classical music because it doesn't piss me off. It's the only music I could listen to while driving.
Yeah.
Now it's gotten to the point where I just listen to podcasts. I mean, this is going back to before what I was talking about, how I'm becoming terrible at my fucking job as a music producer and DJ. I'm just getting so immersed in like this podcasting and the stand-up thing, but you know, it's not to worry. Like yesterday I was also like sitting working on my track that I'm going to be releasing and shit, like, you know, so I'm still working on it. It's still clearly like in my list of priorities. It's just when it comes to the shit I listen to, it's just I can't fucking stand listening to music. I listened to your stuff, that was good. The shit you sent me, I liked it.
Oh yeah, the freaking whatchamacallit, the hard wave track that I sent you, the sample.
Yeah, it's cool.
Where I was just like dun, dun, like that, those one notes.
Yeah.
That like hit. You know, there's this one song in the 90s that just like I remember listening to it. I don't know the name. I swear, it's like I have to ask my mom all over again who the artist was or because she has it in her collection. But it's just like like
yo,
some,
1 second, keep talking. I'm just gonna check the recording.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it was like some sort of synthy thing, and so like I took that inspiration. And I was just like, yo, fucking like I'm gonna try to replicate that one high synth sound, and I achieved it. I was just like, holy shit, didn't know I could do this. You know?
Very nice.
Yeah,
Impressive.
the camera
Very
working
nice.
there, camera guy.
Oh yeah. We're at 16 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah, you know, we got producers in the other room, just like working and shit.
Who is it? Your brother?
Yeah, my brother and DJ Bazaar. You know,
Felix?
yeah, Felix. He's just kind of they're kind of like, you know, vibing and stuff. We're gonna have our first guest coming in soon. Oh my God, just give it here.
Wait.
That's not gonna work. You know, you're trying to open it with the hammer that like has the most dullest edges in the world.
It does. There's no edge. You can't do that again. I'm gonna open it with something else next time.
Well, I mean, bro, you tried opening it with a dull hammer. Like,
All right,
I
you
don't
know what we should do? We should decide on a party we're gonna go together, so that the viewers will know we're going there. We'll know we're going there together.
I mean,
and you know we'll be
dude,
doing.
I told
with this
you my
podcast.
weekends are going to be occupied by working at Quantum. So it depends really on which day I'm not working. You know.
Okay, so basically you're just saying you don't want to go to any parties anymore?
No, I do want to go to parties, but I feel like I also have a responsibility too.
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
me?
So all right, let's say your Quantum night. You're gonna be working your Quantum night, whatever. But I could still be there.
Okay, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can still show up there.
So the next Quantum night you're working is going to be what? This
April
Saturday?
1st. Yeah, this Friday, not Saturday. This Friday.
April 1st.
This Saturday, I have a slew of events I can choose from. I could do like, there's this one bass show that's happening somewhere, I forget. Then there's like this weird techno event that's going on. I got options. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
You
So pick one. Commit to one.
All right, but I have to look up the names and stuff. I have my cousin's birthday that I have to go to before anything.
Okay, then forget it. Let's just shoot for next week, so we can plan it out off the mic.
Oh yeah, off the mic. Yeah, we'll plan it out. We'll let everyone know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so anyways, but yeah, so what I've been listening to lately, well, circle back to what we were talking about initially. Wow, seasonal allergies. So lately I've been actually listening to a bunch of like, I wanna call it vibey wave, like it's called wave music essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, can you give me your cigarette that I can light off because your lighter's running out of fuel?
Butt fuck it.
Yeah, I'm gonna butt fuck the shit out of it. See, this is what you learn to do in the streets, you know.
Oh yeah, it's such a nuanced skill, you know. Dude, take as long as you want. The more time you kill doing this, the better. Honestly, like.
What do you mean?
We have to burn time. Like we
have to burn time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, it's just kind of like they're watching. They're like, why is he doing that? Like, come on, get with the conversation. You know, I just imagine.
At least there's video involved. Even if there was
Yeah.
dead air, this is like the podcast, if you call it that, can benefit from the fact.
No, I
that
don't think. No, dude. I'm sorry. I don't think dead air over a fucking podcast is the stupidest fucking thing to ever happen. You know, I think it takes away from the whole idea of having actual conversations, because it's just like you're kind of sitting there and it's like, oh, the human element of silence, and I'm like, bro, fuck that shit. You know, you're spending an hour listening to someone, all right? You need someone to continue talking the whole hour, even if it's fucking nonsense at one point, and you're just like, oh, he's saying a bunch of bullshit, you know?
Word.
You know, so I feel like having any dead silence is just kind of like, oh, awkward social interaction. And then you got people who are like, my social meters are now, bye. And then they fucking stop talking. And it's just like, bro, get a grip sometimes, you know? Like in a social convention, sure. Totally fine. Like if it's just a regular social, like a social event. But if it's like something like, let's say, you know, like this, where it's professional, where we have to keep talking, I'd say dead air, like dead silence is like the worst thing that could happen, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, again, there's video content to go with it. Cause like, if you say look at a podcast where there's no, you know, footage to go with it, then it's like, really, you could actually
but even on video, it's just kind of like, oh, what the fuck are these guys doing? You know, I would understand if it's something like absurd, like happening on camera.
You know what we have to do, by the way? We have to figure out, we obviously have to separate it between like paid content and free content.
Oh, don't worry. We're gonna be doing blackjack and hookers in like the Patreon version. You know.
I'm not worried.
I'm Bender. Shut up, baby. I know it.
I think I'm unplugged.
What do you mean?
Hold on, because like I don't think it's picking up.
No, it is. It is. You're doing just fine. Don't worry. I mean, this thing can be.
Wait, see, look. I'm talking into it. It's not picking up.
Yeah, no. You're plugging in. You're fine, dude. You're totally fine. It's just it sounds like that because
testing.
Yeah, you're fine. Your meters are right there. Don't worry. We'll fix this in post. Don't worry about the details right now.
All right, because last time we did this whole
thing.
thing.
I ash into this thing? Like, I'm actually kind of curious if I ashed into this thing. Probably not, but whatever.
Yeah, probably not. It'll be fine.
You know, one time I was at a party and like someone was ashing into a drink, and and it was right next to my cup, and I didn't even realize it, right? And so, because I was like, oh, I know my cup is right next to me, and I'm talking to someone like this sideways, like I'm just like, hey, you know, and then I turn and I grab it real quick without looking, and I drink, and it's just like a lot of people were ashing into this cup. So it was like fucking filled with like some sort of concoction of beer and the vodka and like butts in there, and I drank it. And I'm like, what the. Like I was just like, whoa. Like I chugged a little bit of it in, and I was just like, oh, and then like at that moment I was just like, oh god, what the fuck? And then I saw the butt floating in, and I was like, who the fuck was putting shit in my drink? Little did I know my drink was completely untouched and everything. And then I look back and I'm like, what the fuck? Were people ashing on me and shit? Then I look
you drank
behind.
butt beer.
Yo, I look behind me. My whole fucking, because I was wearing like a light t-shirt, my whole back was covered in fucking like ash smut. You know.
You know.
So
I mean, it's funny if you wonder like whether or not you ashed in it. We could probably just review the footage, and then you could see yourself. You could watch yourself.
Oh well, please, whatever. Not. Did you know that ash actually has protein in it?
No, I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Yeah, but then not like great protein. I mean, it has something. You know, you're totally fine having a little bit of ash in your food. I like how we've reached a point in our society where you could say like, oh, it's okay to have a little bit of ash in your food or something. You know. I
actually want to shout out Nostalgia Salon while we have this done right.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, big shout out to Merlin for putting all of that together. He's the dude with the vision and the dream.
All right, so info on Nostalgia Salon.
And Triple Threat.
I'm going to fucking go to this shit. I like that party.
Triple Threat Productions.
It's at the Silver Factory on April 23rd at South 5th Street in Brooklyn. 270 South 5th Street.
You might want to talk a little louder into the mic and say that again.
I am talking into the mic. It's 270 South 5th Street. Oh no, am I cutting out?
No, you're totally fine. No, you're good. You're good. I was looking at the metering a little wrong. You're fine.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, that party's gonna be sick if it's a vaporwave party. Like, you know, you said that you got the sticker somewhere.
Yeah. The logo is pretty fucking badass. It's all like holographic and shit.
Yeah.
I put it on my bike.
What's on your mind, bro? Tell me. You seem a little like, kind of like this, you know.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Usually you're like. We would talk and then
I'm just kind of bummed out because like I feel like I blew my load on the last recording that just like completely got fried because of the mic situation.
Hey man, have you ever heard of the second round? What, you never fucked a girl? All right,
sexual
rounds?
Innuendos aside, I'm not really that worried about it because I'm just like, I feel like with a podcast, it's just consistency, you know? You just keep like pumping out episodes because the more episodes we release, the more lore we can build, you know? We can't just like tell everyone like every single thing going on with our fucking lives in like 1 hour long fucking session. So this takes time to build up, you know? And I'm like,
yeah, but the whole reason people listen is because of the human experience and like they listen to our stories and shit, you know.
Yeah, sure.
It's kind of like really interesting about what's happening. Speaking of which, by the way, I think we should totally like actually talk about like certain things that happen at certain parties that we went to, you know.
What, like sexual assault?
Not sexual assault, bro.
People dying, people getting killed and robbed.
No, what
that happens too at some of the parties we go to.
No, like just like really sketchy situations that happened that didn't. Not that point. The goddamn, bro. Like I know shit like that happened, but wow, that's fucking dark.
I forgot you're scared of the dark topics.
I'm not scared of the dark topics. I'm just like I don't feel like there's a need to fucking talk about.
What do you
like,
mean? There's first of all, there's no need to talk about anything. We talk because we want to. We're supposed to be able to talk.
But I'm just saying, like in the respect to the topic at hand, is just like, you know, I kind of want to share funny.
I think first of all, I think
stories.
I disagree. I think it is a valid thing to get into if we're going to be talking about raves, parties, events, festivals.
Well,
because
it shouldn't be only dark shit. You know,
it's not only dark shit, but it's a part of it. Because like again, the only reason why bad shit happens is because everyone's so fucking vulnerable and on drugs and in like a state where they're just open and susceptible to like fucking influence and like suggestion. You know, like so that could end you up in a lot of trouble. It could fucking kill you. You know, like.
Oh yeah, dude, I totally agree. You know, and personally, I think it's good to have that as. Like,
I think if anything, I think that's the element
as a cautionary tale.
That element also kind of makes it more fun for me. Like I know that sounds twisted, but I like that it's kind of like a little dangerous. You know, it's hopefully you try to like keep it within reason. You know, to be reasonably dangerous, but you know sometimes like it doesn't work out for everyone. You know, sometimes for some people they just fuck up. Yo, did you see the footage of the kid that died on that ride in Orlando recently?
Oh yeah, that's so fucked up. I was like, yeah, that family's gonna get money off of that.
Probably, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, but like you know, the dude, like if you want me to be real and like I don't want to play devil's advocate, but I gotta play devil's advocate here.
About what?
Do you think there was a certain weight limit? I mean, that kid looked fucking huge. No, but like realistically, bro.
I think fatter people have gotten on that ride and have done so safely. I think it was purely like a mechanical fault.
No, yeah, but like after how many uses, don't like. There should have been a checkup on maintenance and shit like that, you know, like because heavy people go on there.
Yeah, but
you know?
what if say like
I said, no fat shaming. I'm just saying the
physicality
of it.
Let's look at the reality of it, right?
Yeah.
You would assume that inspections aren't done like every fucking 15 minutes on a ride. It's usually done in the morning, you know, before the park opens, right? Or you would assume maybe
I wouldn't say in the morning or whatever. Because
once in the morning or once after the park closes. Once pre-open and then once post-closing.
So
they do those.
They hire a mechanical inspectors like one week out of like the year or like the whatever time constraint that they have that like there's like, oh, the park is shut down for maintenance.
I'm saying like let's say they did the inspection like a day before that happened. Let's say that was the 1 week within the year that they did the inspection and it passed it. But then like after they did that inspection, it could take 2 or 3 more runs on another person before it just fails after the inspection was already done. Because you can't like tell right away if it looks good, then it looks good.
That's if they have a shitty inspector, of course.
I mean, how much?
There's so many variables in this.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
so it's like,
you're right. You're right. I agree with your point. You're right. But I'm just saying,
it sucks that he fucking splatted. It was. It also, dude, it was caught on camera and shit. Like,
bro, that it is kind of depressing to know that is what happened with it.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet TikTok was flooded. With like all sorts of crazy like memes and shit.
They were like, "This is sad and depressing. Oh my God, I feel bad for their family." I'm just like, yeah, why don't you donate to them? Why are you just spreading the message? I find it fucking crazy that there are social activists using this platform. Like, yes, there's a degree of where it can work to that point, but then it's just like, you're doing that. You took, how much time did it take you to make that video? Okay, great. How viral are you to spread this message? Are you that viral? You're not that viral? Okay, you're gonna have to do more then.
Actually, you know what? Here's something for human experience. Like, I've been watching a lot of like Korean drama and movies, and there's one thing I noticed, like, in it actually caused me to like look into it and do some research. You know how in like movies or shows there would be like a club scene, where there would be a scene of them dancing of like in a club, and dancing and shit, with the lights and shit and the music. Well, when they're actually filming, it's actually pretty silent. Because it's just mostly like the director like shouting directions and shit, like, all right, you move there, now do this. It's so they're basically, you just like see a bunch of extras and the actors with the cameras on them, and they're all standing in this smoky room with like a bit of like some lighting, and then they're just dancing ambience, they're just dancing to like
silence.
It's like, it must be such a bizarre scene to just be there like on a set like that, to just look.
Although I wouldn't be surprised if they like did a scene of like a silent disco party. It was just like, and it was actually a silent disco, and so you couldn't hear what was in the headphones, but like you could hear like the faint like that like weird sound that the bleed through
tinnitus.
no, not tinnitus. Audio bleed throughs.
Oh, okay.
So like how some headphones, they're just so loud that you could hear them outside of the headphones.
Yeah.
Even though it's on someone's head. Yeah, like that. That's what I was trying to say. There's actually a headphone which they invented to annoy people on the trains.
What do you mean? Oh, it actually projects the music outward.
Well, yeah, like if you flip the can inside out and you could switch the setting, it will automatically like blare out the sound, and it's like speakers outside of the ears. It's just like, wow, are you really that kind of fucking prick?
That sounds unnecessarily annoying.
That's what I'm saying. Like they just invented it to make your day worse when you're traveling on the train and you're not trying to listen to any of that shit. Oh,
I'm sorry to interrupt your train of thought, but how do you spell our podcast name again?
It's Unga Bunga. UNGA BUNGA.
Okay.
Unga Bunga.
Sounds good.
Me like podcast. Bong bong bong. Like
yes.
Like.
I like the podcast.
Unga Bunga.
This is the way the podcast.
Gunga 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 gunga.
Oh man,
just like just like randomly in the middle of the podcast, we just up and go, just be like, must sharpen spear, must go hunt elk.
That's pretty funny, because like a lot of people say like Neanderthals, they were superior than Homo sapien in a lot of ways, but they were so autistic. Like you had like a regular Homo sapien who would be like, yo, I sharpened this rock, I made this spear, we can make a shitload of these spears and nobody could stop us. Whereas the Neanderthal would be like,
you just kept going.
Yeah, you see this rock, I sharpened it like so much, I could probably sharpen it even more.
Yeah.
It's like
we must go one deeper.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why do we need to make more spears? We can make this one even sharper.
Yeah, because then it will last me longer. But that's the thing, I find that funny. I don't think that it was like that level of intelligence between the separation between, because Homo sapiens could have said the same thing, if you really think about it. It's like some dude went, but I want to make it sharper and I want it to last longer. A Homo sapien can say that, no problem.
Yeah.
I think with Neanderthals they just kept making that. See, I think we got it flipped around. I think Neanderthals just kept making pointy rocks. The Homo sapiens went deeper and were like, I need to make it sharper and unique for myself.
Yeah.
So that it could last longer.
See, you sound. I feel like you might be right, but it's just like when it comes to like podcasts or stand up. Apparently, the rule is you cannot assume that you're smarter than your audience, because we could be sitting here talking about all this shit like we know what we're saying. When we post it, there's going to be some motherfucker in the comments like, you stupid fucking idiot, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and it'll give us this whole breakdown on like
see, I belched into the mic like a pleb. No, but I'm just saying like it's, I'm not saying that I know everything.
No, but it's fine.
I just sound pretentious and like I know it all when I really don't. And then everybody's gonna be like, "Wow, are you just trying to sound smart so that nobody finds out that you're actually a dumbass?" You know?
I'm a dumbass. I'm totally 100%.
I'm just having fun. I'm just like word vomiting into the mic right now. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like there were days where I would just be like, "Yeah, I have thoughts in my head where I can't necessarily like speak on."
Yo,
like,
I just thought of a good idea.
Yeah.
So on our paid content, right?
Yeah.
We could what we could do is we could make it like a radio show, you know, where all the music featured is our original music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I mean, we could do that. Yeah, that's totally fine.
And we could try to be like entertaining and stick to a format and shit, and hopefully get sponsorships. Like if we got sponsorships and like they paid us to talk about fucking like dick pills or some shit.
Hey, those dick pills work. Everybody, try Nugenics. You know, boost your testosterone today.
Oh my God.
Did you ever watch the SNL skit where it's like Willem Dafoe?
No, well,
it's so funny. They got Willem Dafoe to like do a funny thing about Nugenics. It's like you will feel like a man. You know.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, we would do music-related shit. Like, since we have this podcast that's geared towards,
I think we need to start creating music that are testosterone boosting music or estrogen boosting.
Yeah, something that gets us hard.
Yeah,
like really rock hard.
Just rock hard. So that we can go Unga Bunga, you know, with fucking rocks on the floor, on the dance floor, we're just stomping around like fucking idiots, you know. Just be like, oh, primal need to make rhythm.
There is actually something pretty primal about like rave music and party music, dance music,
well,
electronic
I mean, it's consistency. It's consistency. You know, I've
hold that thought. Actually, you know what? Keep talking. I'm gonna pee and get a beer, but remember, they're watching and they're listening.
Yeah, they're listening. They're listening to how you're gonna be pissing hard with that. You know, you know,
seamless transition.
Yeah, you know, and like, wait, yup, with the delay of me saying the word dick.
That was a nice flourish, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, how else am I supposed to, you know, like, how else am I supposed to give everyone the nuance of the Unga Bunga, you know? I bet you that's why they created the Stonehenge. Do you ever think about Stonehenge, honestly?
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah. Why do you think it was built like that, or like for what fucking reason? Like there's so many theories.
I mean, I have a reason, but if I said it on cast, it would get me canceled.
Do you think it's ancient Atlantean structure?
That's actually an interesting one. Tell me about that.
Well, no, I'm just assuming. Do you think that, or have you assumed that the heads on the Easter Islands are like the top of the world actually, and the Stonehenge is like the toes, and it's like someone who's cradled in the fetal position like this, you know, kind of like whoa, yeah. See?
Oh no, dude.
That's how it got serious. Like they were cradled in the fetal position within the earth. And like everybody's just like, oh, I don't know, fucking know. Like it just came. Like we just came to this earth with it, you know. I mean, it came with the house.
Yeah, there's Stonehenge, but like I think the pyramids are equally as fucking mysterious, you know.
Mm-mm. That was built by slaves. Yes, that was totally built by slaves. I'm pretty sure the architectural aspect was not worldly, was not like of this world at that time.
Yeah, but the actual labor was done by slaves.
Yeah, you know, that's different. But Stonehenge is like nobody knows what the history is behind it. Like everybody keeps researching it. I mean, sure, I'm not like well trained on the topic.
Wait, I think you're getting Stonehenge confused with like what, Easter Island?
No.
Oh, actual Stonehenge. Yeah, okay.
No, I'm not confusing. I'm saying the correlation.
Oh.
Like imagine that the Easter Island heads are actually the head of the world, and like Stonehenge is like the toes that are peeking out, you know? And it's like the world is actually a huge being in fetal position, you know?
That's interesting.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, or maybe it's just like.
I mean, if you did look at the Earth as a living organism, man, you would look at humanity and you go, "That's fucking cancer." There's like if you fly over LA and shit, you look at that and you'd be like, "What the fuck is that?" There's like brown smoke and shit coming out of it. That's cancer. You know what? And it's like,
nah, that's just America's fart trail.
but then humans, no
caboose.
matter where they go, they just keep doing this. Like they just keep growing for no fucking reason. They just keep fucking having kids. Well, why do they do that? Well, I think it's our purpose. You know, much like how yeast makes bread rise and how mold takes over a fucking sandwich. I mean, we think we're individuals. We're not. We're actually just one collective group. Dude, you never heard that before? That's a Joe Rogan bit. Like that's not even a bit.
No,
that's just him.
I'm sorry. As much as I find Joe Rogan funny sometimes, there are just certain things.
You know how actually I heard that? I heard that because Savant sampled that shit in his song Organismical. It's pretty tight.
For me personally, I just think that like we as humanity, we're the only ones with a sentient sense of higher understanding than any other organism has, you know?
Really? You don't think dolphins are sentient?
No, I do not think so. I wanna know why? Oh shit. And that was my new phone.
Did it break?
Okay, so far no scratches. Alright, yeah, no. I'm keeping this right here where we need it. There's no scratches, thank God. And it didn't fall on this sharp bottle cap. Anyways, I think humanity. See, like, why am I caring so much about this object? Dolphins don't give a fuck about the object like that. Like they don't have the sense of object permanence.
Dolphins are fucking evil, man. They will
rape you. Yeah, but again, it's just nature's like elasticity of their brains. If you think about it, while there's higher function in other areas. Mm-hmm. There's lowered function in some, you know.
That's deep.
Well, it's not as deep. I mean, I think it's just basic biology, you know.
Word. Fuck dolphins, man. I hate them. I don't trust them.
Me and my homies hate dolphins.
We should rape them before they rape us, and murder them too. Like just slit their throats, like.
Bro, I know how much you hate football, but goddamn, the fucking Florida Dolphins.
The only thing I know about the Florida Dolphins is what I learned from the sequel to Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Oh my God, Dan Marino.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Give me your cigarette.
And my lighter hates you.
Yeah. I don't think I'm cool enough for it.
Yeah. So, all right. Basically, as I was touching on before, I think it would be a fucking fantastic idea if we did like kind of a radio show thing too, you know, like for our paid content, like where we release tracks and shit.
I'm just gonna get like a nice desk phone in here from the 80s, you know, connected into a phone line.
Yo, imagine doing crank calls.
I don't want to do crank calls. I want we just have someone call in once in a while. And
no. Actually, I wouldn't want to do that here. That was an idea for the other podcast, the Terrorist podcast. Like that's what I would have done.
Yeah, but I'm saying we get like an 80s phone right here, right? And it's just kind of like, yes, please dial in, and then we would have a contact mic right up here so that you could hear how old that terrible ringing is.
Yo, but that would that would work for like live streams. Like what I'm talking about is just like a pre-recorded like session, kind of like what Diplo does, you know?
What exactly is that?
You never heard Diplo's podcast?
No.
Like he gets on the mic.
Dude, you're talking to the guy who actively does not listen to podcasts like you do. You know?
No, well, first of all, I only started recently to do research for our podcast. So now, like, I'm fully immersed in podcast culture because I'm just like, how does one do a podcast? So obviously,
I'm just talking. I'm just talking smack, bro. Like, you know,
keep doing your thing, dude. That'll work.
Like, I I don't know what the hell goes into a podcast here. Like, this is our first episode.
All we got to do is just avoid dead air. If we can manage to do that, then we're good.
Well, see, that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. You know, just word vomiting and stuff.
This is definitely a horrible fucking episode, you know. But you know what? It's a first episode, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
And like, I'm prepared to do many more terrible fucking episodes.
Yeah, we just got to be like zoned in for this, but it's okay, you know. This is actually a pretty decent take of this.
Yeah.
I like this one, honestly.
Yeah,
because you know, we hit up a bunch of topics that we needed to hit and everything. You know,
we think we did, but we won't know until.
I think we did. It's just like, you know, the vibe was like.
All
a
right,
little
we talked
off.
about your quantum part. We also have to plan out. I am serious. Like, we should go to a festival this summer.
All right, so we'll try to figure something out.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm down.
I'm down as well, man. Like I was thinking like maybe Elements
I don't
Festival.
give a shit. Like, I don't.
No,
care.
dude.
As
It's
long
great.
as there's drugs
they're,
there,
bro. Do you know that place is an hour away from where I have a cabin out in the Poconos?
Really, you have a cabin in the Poconos?
Hell yeah, bro.
Why don't you just throw?
Well, it's like a trailer cabin.
Oh,
you know?
okay. That sounds a little sketchy.
No. It's not like trailers in a trailer park. They call
Like
them
Hills
trailers.
Have Eyes type shit.
No. What the fuck? No, never that.
just
It's actually a
joking.
gated community. Like you know, although we'd have to give people passes to come through to there, you know.
Yeah.
And everything, but like we have to be careful and like give the security a heads up that there's gonna be people there. But we have to keep it low key. We can't be like super loud and shit, you know.
Super laxative.
Yeah, super laxative. Yeah, it's gonna be a shitstorm, guys. You know. But yeah, no, the place we're at is actually like an hour away from where the festival's being at. So it's cool. Like you get a wristband if you get like all 3-day access. Like you go back and forth.
Are we spinning music after this?
No, I think we're gonna just produce music.
Oh, because all right, Felix brought a synth, right?
Yeah, well, he brought a MIDI controller that he's gonna leave here actually. Yeah.
We need, you know, we need sponsors from these motherfuckers. We need sponsors from like Vmoda. We need sponsors from like fucking.
Yeah. Okay. We don't DJ enough and like talk enough about their products to warrant.
All right, so then let's talk about it. What do you use? I use fucking Vmoda headphones over Pioneers, to be honest.
I use Vmodas for DJing, but I use Sennheisers for production. Like,
all right, well, I didn't. Maybe I'll try Sennheisers.
Oh, dude, my Sennheiser's in there. Once we plug this audio interface, which this Mo 2 M2 is actually really good for what I bought it for.
You know what's fucked up? Now I'm feeling like we're talking about actually valuable and topical shit.
No, but like okay. So like this Mo 2 M2 interface.
Yeah.
It's actually they decided to create a line of like affordable interfaces for like the bedroom producer, so to speak, and like
which is going to be the standard for all producers soon, because like the bedroom producer can now.
Are you kidding me? No.
Yeah.
What? No.
A bedroom producer now can do everything like a studio producer was able to do like in the fucking 90s, you know? Yeah.
No. You got to understand, as technology grows, we got to stay with what the studios are currently doing. So with what you're getting what could possibly be used in a studio setting.
All right.
But like on a
what
cheaper
about
level.
as a DJ, like tracks that are played in festivals that were literally made in a bedroom setting, not even in a studio setting? Like people play literal fucking bangers that were made in the bedroom.
Hey man, they just spent a lot of time
EQing and mixing, and then it can be done, and it's not that difficult anymore. Is what I'm fucking saying.
But it's not like high grade quality. you
What
know?
are you talking about? What makes it high grade quality?
High grade quality is when you know that you play it on any speaker.
Actually, you know what? You know what does seem like higher grade quality to me? It's the UHD shit.
UHD?
Or I don't know. It's like I think like companies,
UAD, the Apollo stuff.
Yeah, or like companies like Dolby are trying to create like a new standard of audio or audio projection.
Are you fucking kidding me? Of course. Like you got systems that are using higher grade technology. That
Yeah, I just have it on my phone, for example. It's like telling me, it's like, oh, would you like to? This track is available in a certain. I also noticed some producers like they're releasing tracks in this new format, and it's like slightly more expensive because it could be played in like the full extent of these new systems. I think right now it's a little gimmicky, but soon like there might be more that might hold more water, you know.
Yeah, I feel you, but like you got to understand is that all right, I'm not an audiophile like per se, but I have really high standards for audio.
Oh wait, you are autistic. We talked about this. You're on the spectrum.
I'm on the spectrum.
You're on the spectrum.
Whoa, neurodivergent. Anyway, so
you're definitely fucking neurodivergent.
So like what I'm saying is that like, you know, this M2 interface right here is actually really good because like the interface
slaps roof.
You know, yeah, slaps the. This bad boy can fit so much headroom for something so small. There's also Arturia that has their own like line of interfaces. Yeah. They're really cool, and like they try to emulate like this compressor, the 1176 by Universal Audio. Yeah, which is really cool. And like it's a preamp, so it's like a preamp where you put in your mic and it makes it sound warmer and it tames like certain frequencies, certain transients better when you're recording in. Yeah. So
I gotta say, dude, this is definitely like your strong point. Like you're definitely a gearhead, 100%.
Oh well, I mean, dude, like I said, I want to produce quality music. You know, not
no foo shit.
Like, yeah, you want to know what I find so frustrating about lo-fi music in general, like lo-fi, like
hip-hop music to chill, relax, and study to.
Yeah, beats to study and relax to. Yeah. Okay, like I love it because it's so nice and smooth, but I hate it because these people use like high level like filtering systems designed for making that genre. That I'm just sitting there, I'm like, yo, just shove yourself into like the shittiest filter and you get the lo-fi sound. Why the fuck do you need to spend hundreds of dollars for like some high grade filter just to get the same fucking result that you get from a shit filter? You know, the whole point of lo-fi, it's low fidelity quality music. It's not meant to sound clean. It's meant to sound kind of dirty.
Yo, you know, what's your opinion on IDM?
I love IDM. Honestly, love it because I think it's that's what I'm saying. It takes like the highest peak of like engineering and experimentation to a whole new level. Like, you know, you got dudes who are like, I know what this thing can do, but now I'm just going to break it. You know, I'm going to break the barriers of what this thing can actually do because I understand it so deeply. That's what I think about IDM. You know, and it's the same. And it's the same thing with the musicality of it. You know, you got fucking mathcore dudes that are producing it. Math rock shit. You know, fucking like Aphex Twin and Kid 303.
Did you know that Aphex Twin played one of the '90s Woodstocks?
Yeah, I know.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I wish I went to that. That was pretty.
Oh, man, I would have loved to be part of that.
Yo, but by the way, I think we filled our time requirements. They got everything they could take from us. We do have to figure out like something about the paid content. Like that, like this is obviously gonna be free, but we have to figure out what we're gonna do.
It's funny how we're talking about how this podcast is gonna go.
Dude, we have to
even though this is our first episode that we're actually releasing, and like we're just continuously talking about like how we're gonna do the podcast like that. I feel like that's a conversation that needs to be outside of this thing, you know. I just find it funny. It's kind of like awkward. They're talking about how they're gonna do their business model in front of this fucking
plenty
camera.
Of fucking podcast. Oh well, you wouldn't know, but like,
exactly. This is exactly what I'm saying.
It's
I'm
not
just like, I don't fucking know.
It's not an uncommon thing to talk about on the mic. But as for the actual like the finer details, the minutia, it's not really gonna be like fucking whatever.
Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna be like, yeah, we need to create this logo with this kind of fucking rock font, you know?
Yeah.
You kind of, like I said, I want to actually get like a caveman with headphones as one of the logo drawings.
Unga Bunga podcast episode 1. Yo, thank you guys so much for fucking listening, man.
Unga Bunga.
This is where we're signing off. So you pause that first.
Smash that like and subscribe button, people.